What up, what up, what up? Top of the afternoon, top of the afternoon. It's your boy, Jay Richards. What up, though? All right, I don't even know where to start. Like, I have so much to say, so much to express, so much to talk about. It's crazy. But I'm gonna start with the most important parts, right? All right, so for those who've been following my podcast, whether it be my YouTube, whether it be my Facebook, those who've been following, I had my daughter just turned 8, so I had my podcast for 8 years, right? I had it for 8 years or whatever. Those who've been following me, they know what I've been going through. They see like I'm a dad who's been loyal, who's been day one, like who's been involved in both of my kids' life since day one, basically, because I got a son and a daughter, right? In the beginning, I wasn't gonna start no podcast because everybody was like, yo, well, not everybody, but some people were like, yo, what's the point? Don't do it. They're just gonna listen to the mothers. You could pour your heart out. They're gonna still just listen to the mothers, whatever the case may be, this, that, and the third. I'm like, all right. Now me, I've always been a person. I've been a fighter. I've been a brawler. I feel if something is not right, I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm like, nah, I'm standing up. I'm gonna fight that. Like, I'm not just gonna lay down and let somebody just walk all over me, hit me with a broomstick, and I just keep taking it. Nah, it ain't working like that. So, it took time. I came with my podcast, whatever. Boom. Started doing it, started getting some listeners. People started hearing me out. They was like, yo, it's messed up. Like, it's some real good dads out there. It's just some evil, women out there, evil children mothers, basically. Because not all kids' mothers are evil. Not all kids' mothers are narcissists. I'm sorry. Not all mothers are narcissists, like evil narcissists, basically. Like, but you have some that really put the icing on the cake. Like, they really, just because the relationship ain't go the way it was supposed to, they will really, really fight you. They will really tell you, like, yo, you're not getting this. You're not getting these kids. You're not this, that, and the third, blah, blah. Like, I personally have some friends that went through it. I personally have some friends that's still going through it. I'm the only one out of a lot of my friends that fought. A lot of my friends are like, yo, I'm not going to no family court. I'm not going to get the courts involved. When my kids get older, they'll come look for me, this, and third. Granted, that's your opinion. That's how you feel. I can't knock you for that. But me, someone who sort of and this is no disrespect to, women that, not women. This is no disrespect to children that they have both parents. But I have both parents. Well, my mom is still alive. My father passed. But I know the dynamics of both parents in the household, right? I see what it does. I really see what it does, or whatever the case would be. And you have some people that have both parents in the household and, shit still ain't work out. Shit still ain't, it ain't play out or whatever. So, boom. Some of my friends are like, yo, don't do it. It's pointless. It's pointless. It ain't gonna work, whatever. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do it, because if I just lay here and let my kid's mother paint this narrative that I'm not involved, I've never been involved. Like, that's the narrative she's been painting. That's the narrative she's been painting since I walked away from the marriage, relationship. And the thing that's mind-boggling and that bugs me out, when I walked away, or whatever the case may be, I was in a whole nother relationship, right? Whole nother relationship. Doing good, happy, all that. Whatever the case may be, she just started making it. Like, because in the beginning, it somewhat was okay. At this time, it was just my son. I was seeing my son. It was no issues. I was still picking him up from school, still dropping him to school. It's no issues. Whoever got in her ear, it just changed. It's like, oh, now you're going to be on, now you're going to be on child support. You don't do for your kids. You're a deadbeat. Well, for your kid. I'm sorry. Because like I said, it was just my son at this time. You don't do for your kid, for your son. You're a deadbeat. You're not in the picture. And it's like, how am I not in the picture when I used to take my son to daycare I took my son when he was in elementary, and my son could attest to all this. All this that I'm saying is all facts. It's nothing that's made up, made believe. It's all facts. My son, when I was in the home with my ex-wife and my son, I would take him to school, then I'll go to work, because at that time my work schedule was like 10:30 to 5:30 or something like that. So that never affected me or bothered me, because it's like, she knows just as well as I know I was in the picture from day one. So by you saying that, you have some men, you tell them that, oh, you're deadbeat, they get heated, they get furious. Oh, what you talking about? I'm in my kid's life. All of the things, and I'm sorry to put it like this, all the things black men do, black dads do, where they curse the kid's mother out, they threaten her, they harassing her, all of that I did not do. When she told me I'm not gonna see my kids, granted, I didn't argue with her, I didn't curse her. She wanted more money. Everything was a money scheme. She just wanted money. Money. Oh, you gotta give me this much, you gotta give me that much, this, that, and the third, blah, blah. I'm like, what? Okay, I agreed to give her a certain amount. That wasn't good enough for her. She wants to go the child support route. You go the child support route. Now, what I was offering, because at the time that's what I could offer, you didn't want it. So if you know the whole child support thing, they go by your salary. So what I was offering, they just cut that, like, oh no, this is what he's making. Okay, so this is what you're gonna get. That's like when it went crazy, left field. All right. Mind you, with this video, it's mainly directed for my son, in other words. So the other day my son turned 19, right? It's been 16, 17, 18, yeah, so 4 years. It's been 4 years since I was able to spend an actual birthday with my son. Like, really spend the actual birthday with him. Like, hang out with him, see him, whatever the case may be. Just because, I got the joint custody, which she didn't want me to have, because she wanted to go for full custody. She was like, I'm not involved dad. He doesn't do anything for the kids. All of this, once again, didn't make me mad, didn't upset me, didn't do anything to me. It didn't even pinch me. Because it's like, I know, just like you're lying. And that's a lie. All right, granted. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, so I know that's a lie, whatever. So once again, I didn't let none of that affect me, bother me, like do anything to me, because I know in my heart, the man up above know that that's a lie. And once I have God on my side, I could care less who try to go against me, who try to lie on me, because I know and God know. As well as the other person that's trying to lie on me know, right? All right. So my son, it's been 4 years or whatever. It's sad, because I have friends that they told me stuff like this was gonna happen. It was like, yo, yes, when your son turns 18, yes, he's technically, legal, but if the mother paint that picture to your kid or to your kids that you're this bad person, this and third, you could do everything, say everything, your kid would not follow suit. The kid would still go with the mother. Granted, I don't want my son to not love his mother. I don't want my son to hate his mother. Only thing I want is to be fair when it comes to our kids. Now, I have a daughter with her, or whatever the case will be. My daughter's 8 years old. I just want everything to be fair across the board. When it's birthdays, for my daughter's birthday, I see her 2 hours. That was the joint custody order. 2 hours. I see her from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on her actual birthday. Now, it's a blessing. I love it. Would I want more time with her? Yes. Have I tried to get more like an extra hour with her? Yes, I did. But granted, I'm a fair parent. It's a school night. A lot of times her birthday falls on a school night. So if I could get my daughter at least to 9 o'clock, 3 hours, I'd be blessed and happy for that. But when I tried to bring it to the my kid's mother attention, no, this the court order. We going by the court order. This is what you wanted. Da da da. Blah blah blah. This and the third. Granted, I just want to be involved in my kid's life. That's all I wanted. I just want to be involved in my kid's life. I want my kids to know, their dad is in the picture. Their dad is alive. Their dad is breathing. But this woman, the narrative she painted. So only thing I could do is just keep praying, which I've been doing. Hoping, keeping faith that my son sees, like, don't take life for granted. Don't take anything for granted. Now, once again, when I walked away from my kid's mother, that was another thing. She tried to paint the picture that I walked away from my kids. No, I walked away from the mother, not the kids. I'm still to this day involved in my kid's life. Still to this day. I'm on child support. When I get the opportunity to pick my daughter up from school, because my son is in college, when I get the opportunity to pick my daughter up from school, I do it. I drop what I'm doing when it comes to my kids. And it's like, I know men out there that don't even do that. They're like, yo, I'm not doing all that. I'm not leaving work to go pick my kids up. I'm not giving her extra money because she gets child support. Granted, some men move like that. I don't. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised off of morals, principle, integrity, loyalty, respect, and love. And love. That's what I was raised off of. So I can't be that father out there. And no disrespect to the men that do that. If that's what worked for y'all, that's what worked for y'all. For me, that don't work for me. Because for me, it's not only about money. Like, I'm not going to just give money, but then I'm not involved. Like, I really think that's a lame, corny move to me. Like, you're giving money, but you're not involved. You're not going up to dance recitals and all that. Or whatever the case may be. That's a whole nother topic when it comes to dance recitals for my daughter. So yeah, so my son turned 19, or whatever the case may be, right? All the stuff I have planned and want to do with my son, it's like, once it's his actual birthday, the mother's like, oh, I'm doing this with you, son. Like, I don't care. Your dad doesn't matter. Your dad doesn't count. And the crazy part behind all, and this was the main reason why I don't get mad, I don't go off the hinges, I don't flip out, this, that, and the third, right? My kid's mother, right? When we were dealing with each together, she told me all the things she wanted from her dad, right? All the things she told me she wanted from her dad. She wanted her dad to be there, come up to school, pick her up from school, this, that, and the third. All this stuff she wanted from her dad, right? To her knowledge, from what she told me out of her mouth, she didn't get it, right? Now, here I am. Granted, we don't work out, it ain't work out. But here I am, a man, a father, a dad who wants to do all that stuff, and you're stopping it. You're making things up like, oh no, now I have to work from home, so you don't have to pick her up anymore. My son was home on his winter break. I was picking my daughter up, fine. Picking up from school. I'm doing my LLC, well, my bouncing or whatever case we. I'm working during the daytime, but I'm still making time to go get my daughter. I'm still making time to go pick my daughter up. If I can't get my daughter, it's because it's either a last minute job, that's one, or yeah, really and truly a last minute job. Like something I got hit with last minute and it's nobody else that could cover. That's the only time I could see me not getting my daughter, when it's work related. Because remember, she wants her child support. So in order for you to get your child support, I have to work, right? I got to go to work, right? I got to make money to give you your child support, right? Because it was a time I fell behind twice with my child support. I fell behind like, I don't know, maybe $700 or whatever. This is when we used to converse through texting, right? That's why I'm glad I save all my text messages. I save everything when it comes to my kid's mother. Because you painting this picture, this narrative, but I have black and white that can attest to whatever I'm saying. Whatever I'm speaking on, I have black and white. You're just, because you're the woman, you're the, and I hate to say it this way, but you're the single black woman. So people are going to automatically cling to you because, oh yeah, she's single, she's this, she's that. But people need to pay attention in this world. You have some mothers that lie too. Just like you have some fathers that lie too. And if you've been following my podcast, I don't respect men that don't take care of their kids. I don't respect men that don't do for their kids. Shit, you got men, like I said, that give money and they be like, yo, that's my child support right there. Like, that's my presence. No, that's not your presence. That's just monetary. That's just money. I've never been that way. I want to do a lot with my kids. I have a daughter who's 8 years old. I'm trying to be in her life and raise her the proper, correct, right way. But it's a blockage because the mother, because she's in her feelings, feel the way she feels towards me. She don't want me to be involved in my daughter's life. Like, with my son, you did whatever you did. My son is 19. He gotta now find his way. He gotta now, when he sit down and think like, yo, if my dad didn't love me, my dad didn't care about me, why would my dad fight like this? Why would my dad go so hard like this? That's what my son gotta sit down and think and ask herself. Another thing with my kid's mother, what she telling me, which I have in text messages, emails, right? She used to tell me, like, I guess when she finally understood that it was like, you know, over, like we weren't getting back together, she'd be like, oh, when I get another man, I'm going to have him take your place. Like, you're not going to be involved. This is what she told me through text message. She was like, I mean, you know, some people be like, oh, she's heated, she's talking out her ass. No, because when you're mad, you're going to, just like I say, a drunk mind speak a sober mouth, right? So everything you're saying, that's how you really feel. And that's exactly what's taking place now, right? Well, not the whole a man taking my spot. But when it comes to my daughter, she would try to, no, I'm going to have my guy pick her up. I'm going to have my guy this. My daughter has a whole father who works and who's able to pick up his daughter, who's able to pick up his child. And you're telling me, oh, and you know, like I said, I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight because I don't want her to use that against me and say, oh, because she did that before. She said I was harassing her. I'm texting her, asking, well, how's my daughter? Because it was one day I didn't hear from my daughter for like, I don't know, maybe 3 days, maybe a week. If it's not a week, maybe 4 days the most, right? I'm texting every day. How's Cam? How's Cam? Oh, how's Cam doing? Because it was one time Cam, my daughter, was sick, like had a cold or whatever. I'm asking how she doing. She's cold turkey, wasn't responding. And then the crazy thing about it, the feature with my phone, like I can see she's reading the messages, but not responding. So then if I text my son, I'm like, oh, how's your son? Did you speak to him? Oh, yeah, Dad, I just spoke to Mom. So now I'm like, wait, you just spoke to Mom? But I just text, in my mind, I'm like, I just text your mother. I'm sorry, I just text your mother. She didn't respond to me, but if I speak to my son say, yeah, I just talked to Mom. So it's like, you're not answering my messages. Granted, that's your child. You're gonna text your child. You're gonna speak to your son. Granted, I get that. But it's like, you're that vindictive, that evil, like, narcissist out your behind. Like, you really don't want me involved in my daughter's life. You don't want me to know the well-being of my daughter. To the point I had to, because my homegirl told me, she was like, you could do a wellness check. I didn't know about this because my homegirl is a lawyer, so she was telling me, like, you know, how to go about it, whatever. So she's like, no, you could do a wellness check where people could go either where she lived, the security could go there, or either NYPD could go there to find out how your daughter doing, because you have a right. You're the dad. You signed the birth certificate, and you're the dad. So I'm like, all right, let me try to see about this wellness check. All right, okay, get the wellness check. They say, yeah, your daughter's fine. All of that could have been avoided. All of that could have been avoided if you would have just text me back and say, yes, our daughter is fine. Or yet, because with her, everything was her. It was never we. It was always her. Like, she have everybody thinking like she's the only parent. Like, my daughter and my son don't have no father. Like, and it's crazy because it's like, the foolish people, they'll believe it because the foolish people don't know. So they'll believe it. But the people that know me and the people, because it's people it's people that I know, or whatever the case may be, that they'll tell me, they're like, oh yeah, you know, I saw your daughter, whatever the case may be, yo, it's messed up what the mom is doing. That's messed up. You're a devoted dad. You've been in the picture since day one. I just don't understand why she's doing this to you. And I'm like, yo, I don't know myself. Because one, my kid's mother lied to me 2 or 3 times, right? Said I hit her, said I pushed her, all this stuff. She called the police and everything. They asked her, do you want to press charges on this man? No. You don't want to press charges, right? You said I hit you. You said I did all of this. You said I did all of this under this. Oh, I'm sorry. You said I did all of this under the sun to you, right? Why you don't want to press charges? I know women. Know of women, because I don't really associate myself with women that's going to be that grimy. But I know of women that lied on their kid's father just because they wanted him to go to jail, just because they wanted him to have a DV on his name. That domestic violence shit, like, I don't play with it because, one, you're not going to lie on me and say I did this, and third. And the crazy thing about it, when she lied on me them times, I didn't even argue with the police officers. I didn't do nothing. I just stood there. And they're like, well, ma'am, do you want to press charges? No, I just wanted to leave because, once again, I never put my name on anything in the home when I was staying there. She knew I didn't, she knew all of this stuff. Like, I didn't want to, live with her or whatever. I wanted to, be there for my son because, like I said, at the time, it was just my son. My son and my daughter are 11 years apart. So this is way before my daughter. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, wait up. If I did this to you, if I hit you with the door, because she lied and said I hit her with the door. If you said I hit you with the door, I pushed you, I threatened you. If you said all this, here's your opportunity to lock me up. Lock me up. You said I did all this stuff, so why not lock me up? But she didn't go that route because she know it's all a bald-faced lie. And as I'm learning more and more about narcissists, well, evil narcissists, vindictive narcissists, as I'm learning more and more about them, they will paint this picture to make you really be the bad guy. They will really have everybody believe in their family and everything. And the thing about it, some of my homegirls, right? They're going through their joint custody or whatever. They got joint custody with their kid's dad or whatever, right? But never once did I see them speak ill or foul on their kid's father. Never once did I see them say, yeah, I tried to get him locked up because I want him to go to jail or I want him to have a DV case. Never once did I see them. They just simply said, they kept it real with me. They was like, yeah, he left me. He went and got another girl. Or the other female friends, they be like, oh yeah, I left him. I didn't want to be with him anymore. And they was like, yo, whenever he wants his kids, he can see his kids. Well, my kid's mother, I don't get that. You know, I got to fight tooth and nails just to see my daughter, because, you know, my son is 19, so he's basically off the, you know, joint custody or whatever. But for my daughter, like, if I have downtime and I'm doing nothing, it used to be times I would text my kid's mother, and I'll be like, yo, I got like 3 or 4 hours to spare. Can I come see Cam? Can I come get her? Can I come take her to McDonald's? Can I come take her to Burger King? And you know what the answer would be? No. The answer would be no. But then when I speak to my daughter or I see my daughter on my designated weekend, I ask my daughter, oh, on this day, what did you do? Oh, nothing, Dad. I just stayed in the house with Mom. What? What did you and Mom do? Nothing. I played with my toys. Mom watched TV. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, the other day I just asked this woman, can I come get my daughter for a couple hours? Like, if it's spring, summertime, I want to come get her, take her to, like, I don't know, to if I could take her to Coney Island, just take her somewhere. Just because it's important. It is important for a father to be in his daughter's life. That's all I want. I don't want my daughter to grow up and have daddy issues. I don't want her to grow up and follow this narrative that all men are the same. Because since I'm doing my podcast, you have yet to hear me say all women are the same. I will say some. I will always key phrases. Some women are good mothers. Some women are bad mothers. Right? That's how I always phrase it. I'm not going to come out here and paint this narrative that all women are the same, because I can't say all women are the same. I can only say the one I've dealt with, the one I was with. That's the only one I can speak on. Can't speak on no one else. All right. Boom. I'm going to speed up a little now. So one of my friends, she asked me, she was like, yo, I know today's your son's birthday. I'm like, yeah, today's birthday, whatever. She's like, so are you going to see him? I'm like, no. I'm like, I spoke to him. He said he's doing stuff with his mom. And it's crazy because the last time my son was here, I asked him, I was like, your birthday is going to be coming up. What are you going to be doing? Right away, he off the back, he said, well, Mom says she wants to do this on my birthday. Mom said this, that, and third. So it's like, this woman only wants to do everything with our son. Everything with our son. But it's like, when it comes to me, it's like, I'm just chopped liver. I'm only good for payments. That's all I'm good for is child support payments. And let me fall behind on my child support. Let it be an issue where I don't get no work. Because it's sometimes with this whole, you know, with this bouncing job, with security, you know, it's up and down. I might get some gigs to book at. Some people, some schools might book me, some lounges might book me, some clubs might book me, but it's not consistent or whatever. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that because at the same time, I'm trying to build my brand. I'm trying to build my foundation as well as my company, right? It was times I fell behind, right? Or whatever the case would be. I got text messages, oh, this weekend I'm doing something. Well, mind you, it's my weekend, but she's telling me, oh, I'm doing something. And it all stems from the fact you didn't get your payments because I fell behind. So it's like, I fell behind, you can't see your kid, your daughter. Like, what kind of shit is that? So whatever the case is, so my homegirl, I was about to say my daughter. So my homegirl was like, yo, that's messed up. Like, you should still see your son too. Like, why is she being that evil and vindictive? I'm like, yo, okay, almost slipped out my friend. I was like, yo, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. But, you know, all I could do is continue to pray, keep faith, and hope my son come around and be like, yo, if my dad didn't love me or care about me, why is he still fighting? Why is he going this hard? That's the only thing I could do. Yes, it hurts. It bothers me because it's like when you as a kid, well, who's also a parent now, when you grow up and you had your, you know, both parents in the home or whatever the case may be, it hits a little different, right? Because it's like, granted, if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. But don't keep me from my kids. Don't use my kids as a pawn as to why I can't see my kids. That's the part that hurts. Because you wanted full custody, you didn't get full custody. I wanted joint custody, I got my joint custody. I'm a fair person. I'm not gonna be evil and be like, oh, I want full custody. No, you're the mother. I'm the dad. Like, it should just be fair, split down the middle. But I don't get treated that way. And there's so many men, so many fathers that cried to me, that came to me and they cried to me. They're like, yo, Jay, I can't do this. This is hurting me. This is killing me. I can't fight no more. I don't got it in me no more. It's too much. And I'm like, yo, all I can tell them is, yo, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but just hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on. Don't give up. That's the only advice I can give them. Don't give up. Just hold on. Some will hold on. Some threw the towel in. Some just was like, yo, I'm not doing it. Whenever my kids get 18, they'll come look for me. And once again, that's their opinion. That's how they want to go about it. But me, I just feel that's not fair. I just feel as a dad, you should be involved in your kid's life from birth up until the rest of your life you have left, meaning you as the parent. Because, granted, the parent could go before the child. But I feel a lot of men should not give up. They should keep fighting. Yeah, it's aggravating. It's stressful. I'd be lying if I say I didn't cry. Like, it's been many nights I would just sitting there just thinking about my son and my daughter, and I just start crying because it's like, yo, it shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be this hard for me to see my kids. It should not be this hard for me to see my children. I'm not none of them fathers out there that beat his kid, threaten his kids, smoke. I don't smoke. Like, I don't have have my kids in no dangerous areas or have my kids around danger. So it's like, why am I going through this? But then I always think back to my friends. God always gives his strongest battles God always gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. That's what eases my heart. That's what eases my heart, because I'm like, yo, I got this. I'm a fighter. I'm a brawler. I'm a survivor. I survived a lot that many people would have croaked. I survived a lot. And it's just sad and messed up that I got to go through this with someone I once shared a relationship with. And all because it did not work out. I got to be hearing stuff like, oh, when I get a new dude, he's going to be in the picture. He's going to be around for birthdays. All of this, my kid's mother said to me. I guess she felt it was going to hurt me, break me. I'm not with you. You're supposed to move on. You're supposed to find somebody. I did, so you're supposed to. But the part that's crazy is that you could tell your kid's father, whoever you get with, you're going to make that person be involved in the kid's life. Like, when she said that to me, I could have lost it. I could have snapped. Well, when she not said that to me, when she texted that to me, I'm just looking at the text and I was like, she's like, yeah, when I get a new dude, he's going to be in the kid's life. He's going to be at everything. And granted, when it comes to birthdays, the guy she has around, that's who's around. So everything she said to me is all coming into play, right? Everything she said to me. Only thing I can say, I'm involved in my kid's life. I speak to my son daily. I mean, he's away in college, so, I give him his space to study, to have his, have his grown-up, mature life. Like, I'm not going to be on his back as much because he's 19 years of age. Like, he needs to find his way, right? With my daughter, I just want to be involved in my daughter's life. I want to know everything that goes on with my daughter when it comes to school. And that's another thing. When it comes to school, that's also a hassle. But I'm going to talk about that in another topic. Another video. But, yeah, man, it hurt. It hurt. And it's like, I said this before in a couple videos prior. When I didn't know the situation with 50 Cent and his son, I was blaming 50 Cent. I'm going to be honest with you. I see 50 right now, I tell him to his face. I'm like, yo, 50, I thought you was a deadbeat. But then when I saw 50 brought up, like, receipts, and he started speaking on facts, and then his own son was just like, his own son was stuck like, yo, like, damn, like, dad got a point. Like, mom did do this. And it's like, I'm putting blame at 50, but in all actuality, the mother has something to do with that. The mother got into Marquise' head, and she said whatever she said. Like, I don't know what my kid's mother is telling my son, what she's telling my daughter. I can't speak on that. I'm not in the home. I don't know. Only thing I do know is she's trying her hardest to make me not be involved. And the thing some of my female friends said, it's like, for a woman who don't want you involved, she's showing them how to take your child support. I said, exactly. You don't want me involved in the picture, but you sure know how to take child support. You sure know how to look for that child support payment. And if that child support payment don't come and you don't get it, it's an issue. It's like, oh, well, she can't text me about that now. Before in the past, she would text me, where's my payment? What's going on? This and third. Now it just go to, if it's not about my son and my daughter, I don't even want to hear it. If it's something about that, where it's about payments, if it's something about that, if it's about payments, delete. I don't even want it in my phone. I mean, I screenshot it, of course, because, I need my proof to show this is the type of person she is. Like, if it come down to that, if I had to, whatever. Like, once I screenshot it, save it to my little archives in my phone, other than that, I delete it. I don't even want when I open that message to see her name, to see that, because it's just going to upset me. So, a lot of my female friends straight up told me, they was like, yo, for someone who don't want you involved in these kids' lives, she sure know how to take that payment. She sure know how to look out for that money. And it's true. Yes, kids need support, of course, but if I've been supporting my kids since day one, since I've been in the picture, why? Because we don't work out. Now you want to run the child support. And I don't think women be looking at, well, some women. I don't think some women look at that. If you don't want to have nothing to do with this man, why you want his money? You want his money because you want to be evil and vindictive. You want him to suffer. You want him to not be able to find a meal. You want him to not be able to buy a Metro card to go to work. You want him to not be able to buy a pair of jeans, buy a hoodie or some sneakers. That's what you want. It's all about, you just want to make this man life a living hell. But like I said, God got me, and I've been prayed up since day one, and I'm gonna continue to stay prayed up. I don't need to live a vindictive, lying life. I don't need to lie to get what I want. I could just tell the truth, and the truth shall guide me. That's the type of man I am. I stand on morals and principles and integrity. I don't need to lie, because those who know me and those who been in my life or been around my life, they know Jay is not that man. Jay is not no deadbeat. Jay, every time my friends could say, I'll be around some of my friends, I'll be looking through like pictures. They're like, what you doing? I'm like, nah, just looking at, when me and my son and my daughter, we went bowling, or when we went to this Father's Day barbecue, or when we did this. And they be like, yo, I see your kids mean the world to you. And they do. My kids do mean the world to me. And my kid's mother know they mean the world to me. That's why she's doing all this. Because she want me to fold and give up, but I don't fold. I'm 10 toes down. I'm 10 toes solid. I do not fold. I don't fold. It is what it is. But I just want to touch that. My son, like I said, he turned 19 a couple of days ago. I'm wishing my son many, many more. I mean, of course, I spoke to my son or whatever. So if my son ever, and one of my friends asked me that too, she's like, yo, if your kids ever came across your videos, if my kids ever come across any of my YouTube videos, one, they're not going to see me like calling their mother out her name. And when I say calling their mother out their name, because I know with some people I gotta be specific. They're not going to see me saying their mother is the B, their mother is, I don't know. They're not going to see that. The most they're going to see is me talking facts, me talking truth. And everything I've ever stated or spoke on about my kid's mother, trust me, I got receipts to back it up. Trust me, got receipts to back it up. So it is what it is. But man, thank you for, listening. Like I said, I got a lot of content I didn't upload. I'm now getting back in the groove to uploading content. Like, I really, really be busy. I just be, trying to get new gigs, trying to get booked for new gigs or whatever. Got my LLC going. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. Yeah, I just pray God keeps his hands over my kids, over myself, even over their mother. Like, see, that's true. I'm not even an evil person. You have some men that be like, yo, F that B. I don't care about that B. Nah, I'm not. That's not me. I didn't grow up with that kind of hate in my heart. I didn't grow up with that evil chip in my heart. I'm a fair person all across the board. I get it. When people feel like they got left, they want to be evil. But still know to this day, God should keep his hands over her as well, because that's not me. I'm not an evil person. Never been an evil person to think like that, to be like, oh, God should do this to her. Like, nah. Because whatever, when her day comes, she got to answer to that man. Not me. I can't hold her hand when she go to them gates to answer why she did what she did. Only she will have that, she'll have that opportunity, not me. When my time come to answer for whatever I did in my past, I'm going to answer with receipts, because I'm standing solid on that. I'm standing solid. But everyone, salute. My J spot will be coming back soon. I know I've been pushing it. I've been dragging it, but like I said, I got a lot of stuff I'm working on. A lot of stuff. In 2024, I'm really trying to make everything take flight. So just bear with me, man. Y'all been rocking with me for 8 years. I appreciate the love. I appreciate everyone that's been tuning in. I appreciate those who've been sending me emails. And I still have a lot of emails to answer. Like, a lot of y'all been sending me emails, and I apologize. I haven't got the chance to answer y'all emails. But I will. I know that's not a good answer, but I will. Just bear with me, man. Just bear with me. But thanks, everyone. Don't forget my J Spot. If you follow my J Spot on Facebook, yeah, just follow my J Spot. It's facebook.com/J Spot and the number 1. Just follow me. I will be uploading new content. I will be saying when I'm gonna start back my podcast, but just tune in. But salute to everyone. Thank you once again. It's your boy Jay Richards, and I catch y'all on the rebound. Yeah.